I request Dr. Prakasan, Principal, PhD College of Technology, to felicitate the Honorable Governor with a memento. I request Mr. Vishnu Prabhakar, Chair, Young Indians Coimbatore, to felicitate the Honorable Governor. I request Mr. Anush to felicitate Dr. Santosh Tanja, Founder, Sankalp IAS Academy, New Delhi. Requesting Mr. Anush to felicitate Dr. Santosh Tanja, Founder, Sankalp IAS Academy, New Delhi. Mr. Anush Ramaswami is a mechanical engineering graduate from PhD College of Technology, Coimbatore, and additionally holds a master's degree in business administration from RIT, NY. He is the president and managing director of Sri Kumaraguru Mills Limited, SKG, which has its core business in the textiles industry and also private equity investments in technology, infrastructure, and real estate development. Mr. Anush's vision and dedication extend beyond his professional achievements as he continues to play a pivotal role in empowering the next generation of civil servants through the Shambhavi Sankalp UPSC program. We owe a great deal of gratitude to Mr. Anush Ramaswami for his invaluable support and leadership in making the Shambhavi Sankalp program a reality. Mr. Anush was also the past national chair of CII Young Indians. I request Mr. Anush to deliver the felicitation address.
Respected Governor Ravi Avargale, UPSC का विश्वगुरु संतोष तनेजा अवர்களே, PhD Tech Principal Prakasam अवர்களே, YI Coimbatore Chair Vishnu अवர்களே, all the dignitaries arrived here, all the UPSC freshly minted candidates who are here, their parents and all the aspiring students, wishing you all a very good morning and a warm welcome. So, I think Taneja ji will talk more about Sankalp, the organization, which was actually started with this yeoman vision of creating very upstanding UPSC officers. So, I shall give him the honor of explaining what it is. So, in our own small way, what we have done for Coimbatore as a start is bring Sankalp from Delhi to Coimbatore in the form of Shambhavi Sankalp. So, why we did this? Actually, we did this for two reasons. One is we wanted meritocracy among the aspiring officer candidates. Meritocracy, why we thought we should give is, especially in a state like Tamil Nadu, the cost that at which we offer this program is probably 1/4 of the median cost of the other institutes that are offering here. but that's not the only reason. The other main reason is we felt that the exposure and the availability of material and people to guide these candidates are far higher in Delhi, because Delhi being the capital of the country. We wanted to bring that experience, to give that same experience starting with Coimbatore and all over South India later. So through the hybrid mode, what we have done is whatever classes are being taken by very respected officers in Delhi, we are able to give a live feel here. And not only that, we are aspiring to also have these candidates sitting in Coimbatore join the interactive session. So with that, it is a small step, but miles to go before we reach. And I think for all you aspiring students sitting here in overwhelming numbers, that's what I was just telling respected governor, that the response was so huge that this entire hall is full, and we have filled up another hall on top where we are giving live feed of this program to the aspirants. So let me reiterate that UPSC is the toughest selection criteria in the world. Let me again tell you that. It is the most selective program. Everybody thinks that IIT is very selective. Of course, IIT is selective. The acceptance rate at IIT is 0.5%. 0.5%, that's 0.5%. But at UPSC, about 16 lakh candidates have taken the exam this particular year, for which 1,000 have been selected. The acceptance rate is 0.06. It is 10 times tougher to get selected as a UPSC candidate than get admission in IIT. So that's how important it is. But unfortunately, this is not celebrated enough. And this is not neither recognized also enough. So we thought we will make this Tanja as an annual program of celebrating these success of these candidates and aspiring more candidates to join this path of building Bharat. So our whole idea is to have this kind of thing to build our country, because a strong country like ours needs a strong support system in terms of the candidates, the bureaucracy that is going to uphold it and take it there. And also a strong country also will have strong enemies. So we have to take care of all those things, for which we need very upright, honest and visionaries to build our Bharat. So that's our small effort starting here, and we hope we will take it to greater strength in the coming years. With this, I thank you all again for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Tanja is the esteemed founder of Sankalp IAS Academy in Delhi. With a profound commitment to education, Dr. Tanja has established himself as an influential academician, frequently invited as a guest speaker at numerous prestigious universities. His contributions to society extend beyond education, as he is also recognized as an eminent social worker, dedicating over 5 decades to shaping the future of India's civil services. Throughout his illustrious career, Dr. Tanja has played a pivotal role in mentoring and producing hundreds of successful administrators who have gone on to serve the nation with distinction, making him visionary in the field. One of his most significant contributions is the design and development of the Interview Guidance Program, IGP, widely regarded as the best in the country. The IGP has become an essential part of the preparation process for civil service aspirants, with almost every student taking the exams opting for this program to enhance their chances of success. We are honored to have him here today in felicitation of the Shampavi Sankalp UPSC toppers from Tamil Nadu, recognizing the next generation of leaders and administrators who will shape the future of our nation. I now request Dr. Santosh Taneja for the special address.
Most respected Sri R.N. Raviji, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu State, and before that an IPS of Kerala cadre. I had the great opportunity to listen to him a number of times, and every time I heard, I got inspired. On the dais, our other great persons, and there are organizations like Shambhavi Sankalp, which is organizing this program. We can read the name Swami Vivekananda Seva Kendram, PhD group of institutions, and the title is Building Bharat. Others on the dais are Dr. Prakash, Principal of PhD institutions, Shri Anush, Head of Sankalp Coimbatore, Shri Vishnu, Chairman of Young India, and a name which I can never forget to mention is Dr. Karthik, the motivating force behind this chapter. I have two colleagues, Mr. Rajiv Nagpal and Mr. Raju Chauhan, who are also giving their full time to Sankalp in Delhi. They are also here. And most important are winners of this year for civil services, for forest service, and rather more important, their parents and family members, and all dignitaries in this big hall. Even few are standing, and I was told that there is another hall where others are also there and they might be watching on the screen. Now, firstly I would like to mention that how state of Tamil Nadu and youngsters of Tamil Nadu are curious to achieve something, to achieve ambition, and through education. That's very important. And I congratulate the state as well as the youngsters for this. Now, since the main speech is from our Honorable Governor Sahib, which we all are keen to listen, so few facts and information in given time I'll try to complete. One is that this Sankalp is now 39 years old. We started in 1986 from a village of Haryana. Now our president is from Kerala, and the organization has 18 chapters from Trivandrum to Jammu and from northeast to Gujarat. And all these chapters have been started with the initiative who had motivation for education as well as for social upliftment from those places. I can't recall a single chapter next to Delhi where we went and asked someone to please start the chapter. And gradually what I am seeing is that interest towards civil services is also increasing day by day. when we started, even the best schools of a state, I quote, there is one Deen Dayal Upadhyay Vidyalaya in Kanpur, from where I was told that every year, out of first 20 rankers of the state board, they had the pride to give 19 or minimum 11 to that state of 75 districts from that school. And when we asked them how many go to civil services, they said most of them go to medical or IIT. No one is left out of that. What about civil services? They said one IAS and one IPS. After that, gradually things started happening. And the most interesting part and satisfying part is that very recently, before this, I was in the program of Bhopal, where 53 winners were felicitated, out of which 38 were from state service and 18 from civil services. They were all from Sankar. Incidentally, let me make a mention, and for that I definitely appreciate organizers here that they have not kept a distinction to invite only Central associated winners. I got introduced to each one of them before this program, and from there I came to know that more than 50% have never been to Central. So that doesn't matter, because all have to serve the country. And name and brand, this has absolutely no meaning. Finally, for which purpose they have achieved, that is important. So in Bhopal, there also fortunately Honorable Governor was on the dais, and I had the honor to be on his side. All those 53 who were felicitated, can you believe, 85 to 90% were either from weaker sections or from lower income group, farmers, or few from teachers, and very few I can't recall. Even five candidates might not be from higher category. And that was so satisfying to both of us, Governor Sahib and me, because our potential doesn't lie only in urban areas. There are so many facilities, there are so many things to do. And these, now here also, when I got in touch with all 19 of you, my impression is at least parents of 3 are farmers. Few of them, their parents are teachers. I couldn't ask each one of you. So I can definitely say there was none from IAS or IPS or IFS. If there is someone, please raise your hand if I am mistaken. So that means, sorry sir, Governor sir, I didn't want to say that from this category people should not join. My only, mentioning was that whole country has a lot of potential, and as we go down and down the line, they have most difficult struggle and they have best potential. That gets proved from it. And I totally agree that there is no more difficult exam than this. With figures, sir, Prakash, I would like to refer. Anush. This year, around 9 lakh candidates applied for it, and 6 lakhs actually applied. And out of that, 1016 qualified, and that means only 0.13–0.14%. And the best part is that our Sankalp IGP program, which as said is most popular in India, without an advertisement, none of you can quote that they read our advertisement in the newspaper and through that they read us. Never. It is all word of mouth. And we have so many other activities also. So all those who benefited from Sankalp in any of these activities and mostly from IGP, the number is 646, more than 63%. So quality speaks for itself. No need to advertise. And total number which have qualified and joined all the states, including union territories, in all services, is more than 9,000 now. I have been able to speak personally over phone to more than 160 foreign service officers. So what I am trying to say is, Sankalp has been able to cross quite a long path. But that is no satisfaction for us, because Sankalp was not started to create figures. Had that been so, we should have gone to advertisement business. We should have become popular very fast. But we never thought of it. Simply because the purpose was how to make this country grow and involve those who cannot involve themselves. Weaker sections, low income group, farmers group, rural areas. That has always been our focus. Now the recent program which we are trying to take forward, where I request to all of you, whether sitting in this hall or in the above hall, that scheme is known as Gurukul scheme, through which we wish we are able to select appropriate candidates, means in 12th exam more than 90% marks, because this is a very tough exam. Let there be any background subjects, and in graduation let it be 70 to 75%, and commitment to get into these services, because it sometimes takes a long time. Now let me quote two girls here. Neha, you cleared in second attempt? First attempt. She is IPS. And Priyadarshini, she cleared in 9th attempt. So what I tried to mention was that there is a scope to get into these services if you are fully determined. Then it is your destiny, then it is Ashirwad of your parents and your potential and all that. So what I wanted to say was, some minimum potential we have to keep as baseline for this Gurukul scheme, because in this Gurukul scheme, when we invite them, we give them 3 years to study free, to stay free, fooding etc., all free, all guidance. And there our result is, in the first batch, 32 students were inducted, out of which 16 cleared prelims, that is 50%. The result of UPSC is 1% for prelims. You all can check up. Google Baba is very great now. Whatever I am saying, you can always cross check. And then in mains, 8 could qualify out of 16, and 4 finally qualified in first batch. So our selection was also okay, their potential was also okay. Of course, determination was there, and I am not saying all those 3 cleared in first attempt. No. Out of 32, maybe 4 or 5 people who joined us had already appeared for first or second attempt but could not clear. So it should not be taken otherwise. So what I am trying to say is, we are very, very seriously interested to get more and more students, boys or girls, for this particular scheme, but they should be committed. And second aspect, which is most difficult in today's time, they should be hard, honest persons. Hard, honest. We have three motto words. One is integrity, second is compassion, and third is excellence. And that we decided in 1986 itself. We took whole one day to decide these three motto words. I repeat, integrity. You very well understand. Compassion. Let me explain by a small example, two examples. In Bihar, in Jahanabad district, there is a community for which eating mouse is eating a dish. Can you believe? Eating mouse. There the collector who was from Sankalp, he told me that a case came to me that an old woman died because of bite of snake. And the situation was that in her kitchen she found a big mouse caught by a snake. So she picked up her tongue and tried to remove the snake because this was her dish. And the snake bite her. And she died. So he says that opened my eyes much wider. That still in our country the situation is not at all as we sometimes in a lighter way feel. It is not the situation. Secondly, the commitment of a bureaucrat entity. This girl is now a joint secretary, senior joint secretary in education, belonging to Delhi with CA background. She was posted in Tripura. A community, tribal community, was haunted in Tripura and their colony was burnt. She was collector there. So she had to take charge of that. How to provide them accommodation, water, electricity, blah, 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 but cut the plots and all. So she says she had 1.5-month-old son. And her mother was in Agartala. And this place was at a distance. For 12 days, she did not feed her son. And her mother was continuously trying to press. Look, he is a child. How would he live? She said, I had firm faith. God has brought him on the earth. He will learn how to live without milk. So that was the kind of commitment. And that is the kind of commitment I have seen in few bureaucrats. Now, last thing I would like to quote. Have faith. If you are firm about these three things, integrity and two things, integrity and compassion, excellence would always come. God is there to take care of you. Right now we have 2 students in our hostel who cleared this time. One, he is from Eastern UP, better not to name him, I can name. When after clearing this exam in 4th attempt he came to my home, I got introduced to him. He said, sir, I got 46% marks in 12th standard. And I decided to become a soldier in the army. So in a simple way, I cleared my BA. And at the age of 22, I had already applied for 5 attempts for becoming a soldier. I failed, I could not. At that point of time, there were 2 instances. I came to Delhi and moved on. I was from village. I got an impression that I am not even 10th standard passed citizen, where I have a degree of being a BA. Secondly, he went to a marriage which was of a state service officer. There he saw pump and show and all that. So he says from there I concluded that now I could not become soldier, but I have to acquire proper education if I have to go. Believe me, at that stage when he was BA and he was 22, he started sitting in a tuition group. That teacher was teaching 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th students. And he sat down there. And all the 4 years, he studied tuition of 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. And side by side, because for BA, the subjects are all development of further 10th, 11th, 12th. And he became confident. Now I know English to the extent required. I know maths, I know geography, I know civics, whatever. And then he looked at where can he reach. He looked for 3 exams. One was UPSC, age limit is 32 years, he is a general category boy. State services, age limit is 35, in some states it is 40. Third is SSC, subordinate services exam, where the age limit is 30. He said, I thought 4 years may not be enough for me. So let me try for 32 years object, that is UPSC. First step, he prepared from home, from village. Could not clear prelims in first attempt, second attempt clear prelims and appeared. And third time he appeared mains and got interview. But then somebody told him, go to Sankalp, because our interview guidance is well known. So he came there, we have a hostel here from bigger second category. We said, okay, now we take charge of you, don't worry. So third attempt he could not qualify because mains results was not so good. Fourth attempt, this time, he is an IRS. And one fact which I should tell you, his father is not an agriculturist, he works in others' fields. He is an agriculture labor. And this boy also, right up to the age of 22, was doing all menial jobs, including doing labor in the field. But he succeeded. Second boy, without going long, name again I should not say. His parents said, after 10th, forget about it. Now come and join home. We have to create bread and butter. So he did that menial job which parents wanted him to do, and side by side he started studying also. I'm very sorry, indiscipline from myself. I didn't do it before. And this boy, when he got 80% marks in 12th standard, parents said, fine, now you can study. So at his own, he started preparing, etc. Then he came to Sankalp, maybe in second attempt. And now he is, this year, he has cleared Indian Railway Management Service, IRMS. So, believe me, God is so great and so much justice he provides. And even if some of you are not able to finally make it, take my word, they grow so much, they improve so much, their personality gets enhanced so much that in their life, definitely they are doing much better they could have been doing without preparing for this and without improving their personality. Friends, I'm sorry, I have taken so much of time. I'm very sorry with Dodar Saab. He was the main lecturer. So I will close it now with my best wishes to all successful candidates and my congratulations to all their parents, and thanks to all those who are here. And I'm grateful to this organization who has given me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your words have truly set the tone for this event, and we're incredibly grateful for the time and thought you put into sharing your wisdom with us today. தேடல்களை தேடித் திரிந்து வழிகாட்டிகளின் தோழமை கொண்டு போட்டி என்னும் போர்க்களம் கண்டு தடைகளை தாண்டி சாதனை புரிந்திருக்கும் நாட்டின் எதிர்கால தூண்களாம் நம் சாதனையாளர்களை பெருமைப்படுத்தும் நேரம் இது. I request Dr. S. Karthik Shampavi Sankal, UPSC Training Academy, Coimbatore, for the introduction and felicitation of the UPSC toppers from Tamil Nadu by the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu.
எல்லோருக்கும் வணக்கம். இன்னைக்கு வந்து நம்ம ரோல் மாடலை ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணுற நாள் இது ஒரு செலிப்ரேஷன் அண்ட் most respected Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu Raviji and my guru and who has inspired me to work for educating the people in this country, Santosh Tanja ji, and the person who strongly stood by us in bringing the Sankalp to Coimbatore, Anush Ramaswami, and PSG has been very kindly has given us so much of facilities here for this program to run smoothly. In fact, they've been working last 24 hours non-stop here. And young Indian Vishnu, who is also thrilled to be here. And I thank all of you and our participants, UP aspirants. And இதில் முக்கியமானது நம்ம வந்து இன்னைக்கு என்ன பார்க்குறோன்னா, நம்ம இவங்களெல்லாம் வந்து ஃபெலிசிட்டேட் பண்ணுறோங்கிறத விட இவங்க அந்த ஃபெலிசிட்டேஷன் தான் ஃபைனல் ஸ்டேஜ். இன்னைக்கு நம்மலாம் அவங்கள பார்க்குறது மேடையில் நிற்கிறாங்க, அவார்டு வாங்குறாங்க. ஸோ அதை வந்து நம்ம பார்த்து அவங்க எந்த பாதையை கடந்து வந்தாங்கன்னு வந்து நிறைய பேருக்கு வந்து தெரிஞ்சால், நிறையா குழந்தைங்க இங்கே இருக்கிறவங்க ஸ்கூல் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸு யூபிஎஸ்சிக்கு வந்து ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறவங்க, ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணி அன்சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கிறவங்க மனசூடாமல் இன்னும் வந்து கெட் ஃபயர்டு. அதுதான் ஹோல் பர்பஸுங்க. நான் இப்போ என்ன பண்ண போகிறேன்னா, ஒவ்வொருத்தராக கூப்பிட்றேன். இன்வைட் தி சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல் தமிழ்நாடு டாப்பர்ஸ் யூபிஎஸ்சியில். ப்ளீஸ் கம் ஆன் த ஸ்டேஜ் அலாங் வித் யுவர் ஃபேமிலி. அண்ட் இதில் மெயினாக என்னென்னா, நான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு சொல்ல போகிற கேண்டிடேட் பேர் சொன்னவங்களுக்கு முன்னாடி அவர் என்கிட்ட ஒன்று சொன்னது, என் பேரை சொல்கிறதுக்கு முன் எங்கள் அப்பா அம்மா பேரை சொல்லிட்டு தான் என் பேரை சொல்லுங்க. ரிக்வெஸ்ட் ஃப்ரம் ஹிம். அண்ட் அவங்க அம்மா பேர் மஞ்சுளா. 30 வருட காலமாக உடமலைப்பேட்டை ஸ்கூலில் பிரின்ஸ்பாலாக இருந்திருக்காங்க. அண்ட் அதே மாதிரி அவங்க டீச்சிங் தான் அவங்களோட லைஃப் ஃபார் லாஸ்ட் 30 இயர்ஸ். இவங்க வந்து இவங்க பையனுக்கு வந்து சொல்லி கொடுத்த விதத்தில் அந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட் என்ன நினச்சிருக்காருன்னா, எனக்கு கிடைச்ச இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு வாய்ப்பு நிறைய பேர் கிடைக்கலன்னு. வில் ஆல் பி சர்ப்ரைஸ்ட். அவர் வந்து ஒரு என்ஜிஓ கூட ஜாயின் பண்ணி அவர் காலேஜில் படிச்சுட்டு இருந்த காலத்தில் ரூரல் ஏரியாவில் குழந்தைங்களுக்கு எங்கே வந்து அவங்களுக்கு இது ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இல்லையோ ஆன்லைனில் ஹி வாஸ் டீச்சிங். அது அவங்க அப்பா வந்து ஸ்ரீ தர்மராஜன். அண்ட் அவரும் இதே மாதிரி 2 பேரும், இவரோட இன்னொரு சிஸ்டர் இருக்கிறாங்க டாக்டர் நவீனா. இதில் இன்னொரு பியூட்டி என்னன்னா, அவங்க எம்பிபிஎஸ் முடிச்சுட்டு இதில் நம்ம எல்லாரும் வந்து பாண்ட் எழுதி கொடுத்து சீட்டு வாங்கிட்டு போய் நம்ம சேவை செய்யணும்னு நினைக்கிறோம். ஆனால் இவங்க எம்பிபிஎஸ் முடிச்சுட்டு அந்த ஏரியாவில் ஸ்லம்மில் ஒரு வருஷம் வேலை செஞ்சுட்டு தான் நான் வந்து கோயம்புத்தூரில் வந்து மிச்சம் என்னோட தொழில் ஆரம்பிப்பேன்னு ஷீ ஸ்டார்டட். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் தி எக்ஸாம்பிள் வாட் ஷீ கேவ் மீ. அண்ட் ஷீ இஸ் பரத் பிரதேர். ப்ளீஸ் கம் ஆன் தி ஸ்டேஜ் வித் யுவர் ஃபேமிலி. அண்ட் அவர் 2017 ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுறாரு. கெமிக்கல் இன்ஜினியரிங் முடிச்சிருக்காங்க. அண்ட் அவர் ஹி வாஸ் அன்சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல் ஆன் 2 occasions. அண்ட் அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து ஹி வாஸ் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல். The family is coming with him. And இவங்க எல்லாரும் தான் வந்து இவரோட நின்று இந்த பயணத்தில் வந்து அவங்களுக்கு உதவி இருக்காங்க. Okay, thank you. அப்படியே ரைட் சைடு அறிவிக்கலாம். I'll speak about the next person. And இவர் வந்து ஆல் இந்தியா ரேங்க் 64 இந்தியன் ஃபாரஸ்ட் சர்வீஸ் இவர் தேர்ச்சி பெற்றிருக்காரு. இவர் பேர் வந்து கோவிந்தராம். இவர் வந்து என்னன்னா ஒரு சிறு கிராமத்துல திண்டுக்கல்ல இருந்து படிச்சவர். இவர் இன்னும் ஒரு இன்ஸ்பைரிங் ஸ்டோரி இவர் நம்மகிட்ட சொன்னது என்னன்னா, இவர் வந்து எல்லா டைமும் he passed in first class. BE வந்து he joined, he finished it. டாடா கன்சல்டன்சில கேம்பஸ் இன்டர்வியூ மூலியமாக போய் கை நிறைய சம்பாதிச்சுட்டு இருந்தவர். 2 வருஷம் he was working. அதுக்கப்புறம் நல்ல வேலையில இருந்து செட்டில் ஆகி உடனே நம்மளாம் வந்து சந்தோஷப்பட்டுறோம், சரி வேலை கிடைச்சிருச்சு. ஆனா இவர் வந்து தேசத்துக்கு நான் ஏதாவது பண்ணணும், எனக்கு இந்த ஜாப்ல நிறைய இல்லைன்னு சொல்லி அந்த ஹை பொசிஷன் வந்து ரிசைன் பண்றப்ப இவர் ரிசைன் பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு தட்டிருக்காங்க. That is the caliber. He was even in Tata Consultancy. They refused to leave him go. Ana he resigned his job and he started preparing. Prepare பண்றப்போ he had successful unsuccessful times. 6 times he prepared and the 6 times he did not clear. 6 தடவை பரீட்சை எழுதியும் 6 தடவையும் அவங்களால பாஸ் பண்ண முடியல. உடனே நண்பர்கள் எல்லாரும் நம்ம வந்து இவருக்கு வந்து அட்வைஸ், போதும் தான் போய் வேலை பாரு, இத்தனை பணம் சம்பாதிச்சுட்டு இருந்தா எனக்கு எல்லாம் போச்சு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. பட் he did not get discouraged. He said, I want to do this and I will achieve this goal. என்னோட கடைசி அட்டெம்ப்ட் வரைக்கும் நான் பண்ணிட்டு தான் வருவேன்னு சொல்லி he got 64th rank. லைக் தனஜாஜி சொன்ன மாதிரி 16 லட்சம் பேர் எழுதி 64 ரேங்க் வாங்கின தமிழர்கள். விவசாய குடும்பத்தை சேர்ந்தவர். Okay, thank you. Our next candidate is Priyadarshini. She is All India rank 82 and she is being posted for Indian Forest Service. இவங்களோட ஸ்டோரி என்னன்னா, she is from கோயம்புத்தூர். நம்ம கோயம்புத்தூர்னாலே நமக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு சந்தோஷம் என்னன்னா, சுற்றி பார்த்தா மலைங்க ப்ளூவா இருக்கும், பச்சையா செடி கொடி எல்லாமே. இதெல்லாம் பார்த்து இந்த ஆனந்தத்துல நம்ம வந்து வளர்ந்த ஒரு டவுன் தான் கோயம்புத்தூர். இவங்களும் அதே மாதிரி சின்ன வயசுல இருந்து இவங்களோட மெயின் இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன் இவங்க அப்பா அம்மா. ரொம்ப செடி கொடி இந்த மாதிரி பசுமையில வந்து ரொம்பவே இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கிற அவங்க அப்பா அம்மா 2 பேருமே. அவங்க 2 பேருமே குழந்தையிலிருந்தே வந்து நீ IFS ஃபாரஸ்ட் சர்வீஸ் தான் முடிக்கணும்னு சொல்லி அந்த எண்ணத்துல தான் இந்த குழந்தை வளர்ந்தது. She grew up her entire life thinking that she wants to do something for the forest. அவங்க இன்னொன்று என்னன்னா, நம்ம ஹோப் காலேஜ் தாங்க வீடு. ஸோ அடுத்ததோட இது இன்னொரு பியூட்டி என்னன்னா, PhD டெக்கில் தான் படித்தாங்க. இவங்ககிட்ட கேட்டிருக்கோம். அவங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா, எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்ச ஜெயந்தி மேடம், பூங்கோதை மேடம், செல்வி மேடம், ராமூர்த்தி HOD சார், இவங்க எல்லாரையும் வந்து இஃப் யூ ஆர் ஹியர் ப்ளீஸ் ஸ்டாண்ட் அப் சார். ஸோ தேர் ஆல். ஆனந்த் சுப்ரமணியம் சார் இஸ் ஆல்சோ ஹியர். கம் அப் சார். See, the main purpose here is படிக்கிற காலத்துல வந்து நம்மளுக்கு சைலண்டா people sacrifice is our parents and above after that is our teacher. மாதா பிதா குரு, இவங்க 3 பேருமே வந்து நம்ம கடைசியா தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்றது இவங்க தான். So today our whole life is, see, everyone who is sitting here, please go home with one thing in your mind. Make sure we work hard, and working hard is the only way to achieve impossible dream like this. IIT கூட 10 times more difficult exam these people have done, and they பெருசா வந்து இவங்க இன்னொன்று இதுல she is a married girl. இவங்க அதான் சொன்னாங்க, கல்யாணம் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஏன் படிக்க முடியாது, படிக்க முடியாதுன்னு யார் சொன்னா? She did all her work in the house and her real support was her husband, and she told he was said நீ வந்து IFS போறேன், நீ முடிவு பண்ணிட்ட, நீ பண்ணியே ஆகணும். அதுக்கு வந்து they all helped her. And 9th attempt, this is her last attempt, married girl, and she did it, and her parents, her in-laws, her and her husband, everybody were with her throughout her career. Thank you. Next candidate is S.A. Vignesh. இவர் வந்து ஆல் இந்தியா ரேங்க் 87. He is also IFS Forest Service. இதுல one more thing is, see, IFS exams when they do the prelims, the cutoff is little higher compared to IAS. That's what I understand. So IFS exams are even more little tougher, and they have to take 2 mains. And they also have little time to prepare. So it is one of the toughest things. The beauty in he is from Virudhunagar district. He is the first graduate in that family. He is the first graduate in that family. And அவரோட வேர்ட்ஸ்ல அவர் சொன்னப்போ இது எப்படி படிக்கணும், இதுக்கு என்ன ஒரு கைடு பண்ற கூட அவங்களுக்கு ஆள். ஆனா அந்த அப்பா அம்மா வந்து நீ முடியும் உன்னால பண்ணன்னு 2 பேரும் உறுதுணையா கூட இருந்து ஒரு தடவையும் ஃபெயில் ஆகி வீட்டுக்கு வரப்ப நீ அடுத்தது எழுது. அவங்க ஒரு வார்த்தை அதுக்கு மேல பேசல. And he did it. See, there is nothing called failure in this exam. There is no guide. There is no syllabus. Everything what you see people can ask. And that is the difficulty in the exam. அதில் வந்து கொரோனா வந்துருச்சு. And he felt very happy. ஏன்னா 2 வருஷம் வீட்டில் சாலிடாக உட்காந்து ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணாராம். And then third attempt he went, he cleared. Fourth attempt he cleared. Most important thing is he scored very high marks in his interview. He is 210, which is a very high score. And father's dream was he has to become a government officer. So now he is one. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Harshavardhan, All India rank 864. He is an IPS officer. He has been posted as. He is from PSC Institute of Technology. He is done BE here, and he is a gold medalist in his MBA. Second attempt he cleared it. And last time when he did, he was actually supposed to be posted as IAS officer, but he wanted to be an IFS officer, IPS officer. And he did the exam, and he is planning to resit again because he wants, sorry, I said it wrong. He is now got IPS, but his aim is to become an IAS officer. So நம்மலாம் வந்து என்ன நினைப்போம், அப்பாடா இவ்வளோ பெரிய எக்ஸாம் பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம், ஐபிஎஸ் கிடைச்சிருச்சு, நம்ம வந்து நெக்ஸ்ட் மறந்துடுவோம். But his goal was IAS, and he is resitting the exam again this year, and he is going to redo it. That is the fire in the belly he has. அவர் கேட்டால் அவர் சொல்கிறார், எனக்கு சாப்பாடு கிடையாது, தூக்கம் கிடையாது, ஒன்றும் கிடையாது, எனக்கு இன்னொரு கோல் தான் என் கண்ணுக்கு தெரியுதுங்கிறாரு. This is what today's role models are. These are the people who can even do that. We are achieving our dream is one thing, but achieving where we want. See, one more thing he said. 10 பேர் ரேஸ் ஓடுறாங்கன்னா 10 பேர் 9 பேர் ஜெயிக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்படுவாங்க. ஒருத்தர் தான் நான் ஜெயிப்பேன்னு அவருக்கு தெரியும். அதுதான் he is actually his whole thing was to retake this exam. And his teacher is Dr. Sundaram from PhD, and Dr. Chelladurai. இவங்க 2 பேரும் எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சவங்க சார் அப்படின்னாரு. So please come up sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Our next topper is Miss Neha. She is 22 years, All India rank 175. She is an IPS officer. What will I tell about this young lady, dynamic lady? She studied in PhD Arts and Science, BSc Psychology. Is there staff from PhD Arts, please? Okay. And இவங்க வந்து she gave a different story. அவங்க வந்து நான் பேசுறப்போ she said, சார் நான் ரொம்ப ஆவரேஜ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் சார், நான் ஒன்றும் பண்ணல சார். சரி என்னங்க ரேங்க்னா 175. See, 16 lakh people, she stood 175, and she is so humble, saying that I did achieve bigger things. And it is actually it's her first attempt, and interview 205, and that's a brilliant score what she has done. And apart from that, I asked her then why did you go join? She got NEET also. NEET new pass பண்ணிட்டாங்க. அப்புறம் போய் BSc psychology. I asked her, why did you want to do that? She said, I wanted to do something for this society so that my parents will feel proud about me and not just go into any 9 to 5 job. That's the answer she gave. And to have such large exam pass பண்றப்ப இவங்க கல்யாண வயசோட வரலீங்க. She's now 22. She's so young. And just imagine the determination she had to break that mold and get into this career. Please come on. Varun sir and Vasant sir. Varun sir and Vasant sir are the favorite teachers who inspired her. If you are here, please come on. Thank you. Thank you. Our next candidate is Ashik Hussain. He is one of the candidates whom I can, just speaking to 5 minutes to him, I knew he's got a bright future. Ashik Hussain is 845 All India rank and he is into Indian Defence Estate Service. Only 5 people have been selected into this category. If you listen to him speak, anybody will get inspired. Speaking to him, I felt I want to go back to my, start my schooling and again come prepare for this civil service exam. That is how he spoke to me. And he spoke to me as if this is nothing. He said, sir, there is a simple way of studying. I asked him what? He said, padinga. So that is how he is so determined. And third attempt, again COVID came, and the beauty is, one of the candidates whom we were helping, they didn't clear this time. He went and told his parents, "Na 5 lakh rupees கட்டி நீ என்னை டெல்லி கனுப்பிச்சிருந்தா நான் பாஸ் பண்ணிருப்பேன்." Here is an example who did not go to any coaching center. COVID வந்தப்ப வீட்ல உட்கார்ந்து தானா பண்ண self preparation. And first time he failed, second time he cleared, failed, third time he was successful. Both his parents are in government service in Tamil Nadu, and he asked me to say that they are at clerical level, and every time they come home late because of work. Sometimes Sundays also they have to go work, so half his time, his schoolings, he spent in a government office on a Sunday, not in Fun Mall or Lulu Mall. He spent his time in a government office and he was studying there. He was sitting and studying. His mother used to give her homework, do this, she'll do her work, he'll finish it. That is what he said. Enna pananum civil servant aga padinga sir. Nothing more. Thank you. Please come. Thank you. Our next candidate is Krishna Kumar, All India rank 500, and he is in Indian Foreign Service. And this, before anything, I have to appreciate this mother because she is a big fan of External Affairs Minister Jaishankar. And she kept on telling this guy, "Nee avar mari aavanu, nee avar mari aavanu." டிவியில் வந்து என்னதான் நடந்துட்டு இருந்தாலும் அவர் பேசுறாருன்னா எல்லாத்தையும் வச்சுட்டு ஸ்டாண்ட் ஸ்டில்லா போய் அவர் சொல்றதா கேட்க அவ்வளோ ஒரு fan of External Affairs Jaishankar. So she told him, you have to become an Indian Foreign Service. We don't know, and I really hope he will go work with him. And that is my real honest prayer today. He did BE Mechanical, he is from PhD. He did his education there, and he said, Prabhu, Raja and Thaila ma'am were 2 teachers who said it's not impossible, go chase your dream. படிங்க அப்புறம் வந்து நீங்க கேம்பஸ் இன்டர்வியூ எல்லாம் பண்ணலாம். அம்மா வந்து அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஆசை இருந்தா படிங்கன்னு வந்து 4 attempts he did. All 4 attempts his mother said, நீ வந்து டிப்ளமேட் திருப்பி போய் படி. ரிசல்ட் வந்து பாஸ் ஆகலாம் தெரிஞ்சு 10 நிமிஷத்துல திருப்பி புக் எடுத்து வச்சு அடுத்த தடவை படிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சார். How many of us have that courage? இன்னைக்கு வந்து 10 மார்க் கம்மியாச்சுன்னா we become depressed. ஒரு வாரம் நம்ம டூர் கூட்டு போறோம் அப்பா அம்மா. 5வது நிமிஷத்துல திருப்பி புக் எடுத்து வச்சு அடுத்த தடவை ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணாங்க. ப்ளீஸ் கம் சார். Thank you. Our next person is Karthik Raja. Honestly, Karthik Raja is a fan. The reason why I am saying that is, see, as a doctor, I know how difficult and a fair exam NEET is today. My most, I couldn't believe when he said that he scored NEET, he got somewhere near 700. He got a seat in AIMS. He got a seat in AIMS. And இவர் ஒரு விஷயம் சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறம் அவங்க அப்பா அம்மா தலையே சுத்திருச்சு. யாருக்கு சொல்லாம போய் BA Sociology ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டாரு. He joined BA Sociology in PhD Arts, getting a seat in AIMS Delhi in MBBS. Honestly, I work outside this country. If I say AIMS, they will not even ask me to do the exams there. It is that kind of a prestigious institution in this country. And he cleared that he didn't join. We asked him why did you go? He said, sir, ellarum kekkadhu neengalum kekkadhu. Sir, ellarum enna badal sonneenga adu solunga. He said, see, if I go into MBBS, I have to prepare for that. I have to do justice. அதே தான் நான் ரொம்ப நேரம் செலவழிச்சு படிக்கணும். ஆனா என்னோட பேரண்ட்ஸோட ட்ரீம் வந்து I have to go into uniform service. இதுக்கு வந்து I have to prepare. அதனால I want something light so that I can spend more time preparing for civil servant. BA Sociology-யும் எக்ஸாமுக்கு ஒரு வாரம் ஸ்டடி ஹாலிடேஸ் முன்னாடி தான் புக்கே அவர் கொடுத்துருக்காரு. He will still clear sociology in flying colors. Rest of the time he was preparing for his civil service examination. And see, this is what I am saying, confidence, belief in yourself. He had a plan. இவர் ஊரே திட்டுச்சுங்க. அப்பா அம்மாக்கு மயக்கமே வந்துருச்சு, ஏன்ஸ் போயிட்டு நீ போகலையேன்னு. பட் he knew what he wanted and he worked for that. ஆசை மட்டும் படல, அதுக்கு வந்து அவர் அந்த உழைப்பை கொடுத்தாரு. அதை வந்து he cleared that exam. Today he is IAS officer. And what else will that parents be able to express their gratitude? That is the biggest achievement he has done. Please come, sir. Kavita madam, we kept our student going. Okay. Our next candidate is Ms. Kiran. All India rank 896. She is in IRS Customs. And நம்ம எல்லாரும் என்ன சொல்றது கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம், behind every successful man there is a woman, but behind the successful woman there is a man, her husband. And the other thing is she did her UG in IIT. அதனால வந்து she cleared the exam and now she proved that she cleared even 10 times more difficult exam than that. And she is married, coaching center கிடையாது, வீட்ல எல்லா வேலையும் பண்றாங்க. She cleared again last year. She got into railways. She is already working in Indian Oil Corporation. இது ஒரு மாதிரி monotonous-ஆ இருக்கு job. I need something more exciting ன்னு சொல்லி she again prepared for it. Family of civil servants and her brother is an IAS officer. And self preparation, she didn't go anywhere, but she started the other duties. She started preparing after marriage. I don't know how many women have even tried thinking about IAS after marriage, but she broke that mold. She had that dream, she had that aim, she wanted to be this, and she achieved it. That is the most important thing. Please come up, ma'am. Our next candidate is Kadiravan, All India rank 573. He is now posted as selected IPS. He did BE Civil Engineering. அவங்க அப்பா வந்து பில்டர், அம்மா வந்து டஸ் லுக் ஆஃப்டர் ஹிம் அண்ட் ஹிஸ் ரியல் சோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன் இஸ் ஹிஸ் பேரண்ட்ஸ் தான் சொன்னாரு எல்லா தடவையும். அப்பா அம்மாவுக்கு வந்து இவரும் போலீஸ் யூனிஃபார்ம்ல பார்க்கணும்னு ஆசை. எந்த எக்ஸ்டென்ட்னா அப்பா பில்டிங்ல இருக்கிறாரு, நம்ம எல்லாம் ஒரு சக்சஸர் பின்னாடி பையன் படிச்சுட்டு வந்து நமக்கு ஜாப் எடுத்துப்பான்னு நினைக்கிறது ஒரு எல்லாரும் பண்றது. பட் ஹியர் தே வாண்டட் ஹிம் டு பி இன் அ யூனிஃபார்ம் சர்வீஸ். அண்ட் அதர் திங் இஸ் மனசுல அவருக்கு வந்து சேவா ஆக்டிவிட்டி ரொம்ப 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 இருக்கு. தாம்பரம் இருக்கிறாரு, எப்பெல்லாம் அங்கே ஃப்ளட்ஸ் வந்துச்சோ டவுசர் தூக்கி மாட்டிட்டு தண்ணியில் இறங்கிடுவாரோ, லோக்கல் போலீஸ் அவங்க ஹெல்ப் பண்ண வரப்போ அந்த ஃபோர்ஸஸோட பார்த்து இவர் நான் இந்த யூனிஃபார்ம்ல தான் இனிமேல் வரணும் இல்லைன்னு சொல்லி அதுக்கு உணர்வுடையா இருந்து அவங்க அம்மா என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காங்கன்னா, கேம்பஸ் இன்டர்வியூல ஹி வுட் ஹவ் செலக்டட் இன் அ வெரி ஹை ஜாப். அம்மா வந்து இன்டர்வியூ போகாத, நீ அந்த அம்மா போவன்னு சொல்லுவாங்களா போவேண்டாங்களா. பேரண்ட்ஸ் told him don't go because your dream will get diluted. உட்கார்ந்து படி, நீ சம்பாதிக்க வேண்டாம், யாரையும் பார்த்துக்க வேண்டாம், உன்னோட ஏம் முடியற வரைக்கும் நீ படிச்சுதான் ஆகுறன்னு சொல்லி they finally he cleared and he's come as an IPS officer. Thank you. Thank you. Our next candidate is Ovia, All India rank 796 and Indian Defence Account Service, IDAS is what she is chosen. ஆனா இவங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சது விவசாயம், அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் தான் பிடிக்கும்னு சொல்லி பிஎஸ்சி அக்ரி தான் அவங்க போய் படிச்சாங்க. பிஎஸ்சி அக்ரி படிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஃபார்மிங் அதெல்லாம் பிடிக்கும். ஆனா அப்பாவுக்கு வந்து பொண்ணை கலெக்டராக பார்க்கணுங்கிறது அவ்வளோ பெரிய ஆசை. ஸோ பிஎஸ்சி அக்ரி அவங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சதுனால அதை பண்ணிட்டு அப்பாவுக்கு கலெக்டர் ஆகணும்னு சொல்லி படித்தேன் அப்படின்னாங்க. 4th attempt she passed. பேக் போன் சப்போர்ட் எனக்கு என் பேரண்ட்ஸ் தான். அவங்க இல்லைன்னா ஐ வுட் நாட் பி ஈவன் ஏபிள் டு சிட். இட் இஸ் அ வெரி ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல் எக்ஸாம், அதை பார்க்கணும். இந்த எக்ஸாமுக்கு யாரும் நம்ம கைட் பண்ண முடியாது. We are in battle with ourselves. There is nobody to guide here. We are Santosh Taneja ji, that's why made a model. But anything can be asked in that question. It's your own battle, you come out there and you fight. For that, the main support she said at the times of stress, nammala enna music கேட்போம். அம்மாவோட சைலண்டா 5 நிமிஷம் நான் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணுவேன். நான் I will feel happy, peaceful. திருப்பி புக் எடுத்து வச்சு படிப்பேன் நான். This is what we have to know. See, our house is built, in a way where we can draw energy also. And please come madam. Ovia. Thank you. Our next topper is Inba, All India rank 851. She is an IPS officer. இவங்களை பற்றின இவங்க ஸ்டோரி சொன்னதுக்கப்புறம் honestly I am saying I had tears in my eyes. I really cried. I am not saying this for introducing her. I cried. I am sure you will cry now. See, can I say whatever? She said she is Inba. She did BE Computer Science. She wanted me to say this. She said, mother rolls BDs whole day. By the time she comes home in the evening, she has so much of pain in her fingers rolling BDs. She does such a small job. She said, there is dignity in that labor she is doing. In Amma வந்து அவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட்டு எனக்கு எக்ஸாமுக்கு நான் நல்லா படிக்கணும்னு கையில் வலி இருக்குதுன்னு கூட சொல்ல மாட்டாங்க. ஆனால் நல்லா படிக்கணுன்னு நான் அவங்க பெரிய போலீஸ் ஆஃபீஸராக தான் பார்க்கணும்னு சொல்லிட்டே தான் இருப்பாங்க. She understood that. I don't know how many. And her father is a conductor. Please not come today because she said, அப்பா வந்து லீவ் கிடைக்கிறதே கஷ்டம் கண்டக்டர் வேலைக்கு. காலையில் 4 மணிக்கு போகணும், சாயந்தரம் எப்போ பஸ்ஸை கொண்டு போய் இந்த டிராஃபிக்கில் யார்டில் விட்றாங்களோ முடிச்சுட்டு தான் வரணும். அப்படி கஷ்டத்தில் அந்த அம்மா வந்துங்க கையில் வலி இருக்கிறது கூட இவங்களுக்கு சொல்லாமல் எக்ஸாம் அன்னைக்கு போய் எக்ஸாம் எழுதுற வரைக்கும் she didn't speak. நீ வந்து பெரிய போலீஸ் ஆஃபீஸர் ஆகணும் கண்ணு. That's all she said. She took that fully in her mind, and I'm really proud to invite Tanja and say this thing. அப்புறம் நம்ம சிஐடி கோயம்புத்தூர்ல she did her BE computer science. Thank you. Next topper is Sivaranjani, All India rank 771. She is also an IPS officer. She did MSc integrated course, and there is an exam for PhD, All India exam, which is again a tough exam. She stood within the top 10th rank she scored. She was going for the interview for the PhD exam. Suddenly her mind changed and she bumped that interview. She didn't go. We all do, but she did for a reason, better reason. Mom works in municipality corporation office. She gets to work with a lot of collectors. So mom said, "Yan ponnu collector mari varano, yan ponnu collector avanum, yan ponnu vandu collector aagradha na ennoda service la irundhu paakanum." That is her dream. Thing is, she is also married. She told me, "Sir, ஒரு நாளைக்கு 6 மணி நேரம் எனக்கு வேலை இருக்கும் வீட்ல. 6 hours வேலையை முடிச்சு." She is a married girl. Again, just because that mother had that dream, she wanted to do this thing. Third attempt she passed. She said, "I do full work in the house." She says, "I do full work in the house." Just imagine where this is woman empowerment. This is what we want youngsters, this generation to learn. Nothing should stop your aim. You, like Vivekananda ji said, don't stop till your goal is reached. There's nothing. You should, the impossible is nothing. That's the only word. She proved it. She did all her work. She didn't go for a coaching class. She did an interview guidance program. She learned by 1 or 2 attempts. She said, "Sir, first attempt எழுதுனோனே எனக்கு ஐடியா கிடைச்சிருச்சு. Second attempt I improved. Third attempt I passed. What else we need more than a person like this, you know, reading it." And again, this man is the one, our ஆஃபீஸில் லீவை போட்டுட்டு இவங்களை கூட்டிட்டு டெல்லியில் போய் 30 நாள் உட்காந்து இன்டர்வியூ கைடன்ஸ் ப்ரோக்ராம் மட்டும் அவர் வேலையை விட்டுட்டு he went and sat. And she said, "அப்பா அம்மா மட்டும் இல்லை சார், என்னோட இன்லாஸும் எனக்கு வந்து ஈக்குவலாக சப்போர்ட் பண்ணாங்க. And husband was even more strongly standing behind me. He used to take me to டெல்லியில் போய் பாஷை தெரியாதுன்னு சொல்லி 30 நாள் இவர் உட்காந்து helped her and came." Please come on. Thank you. Thank you. Our next topper is Mr. Rahul V. Gopal. இவர் வந்து தான் real life hero. Honestly, I'm saying he is the one who I can imagine with the most dominant cinema star in this country. Reason, he is 502 All India rank IPS officer. So he was so casual when I spoke to him. See, he did his BE, he did his MA political science. The beauty is, single mother raised him up. He was doing the business left over by his father while getting all his degrees. இந்த 3 டிகிரி படிக்கிறப்போ அவங்க அப்பா பண்ணிட்டு இருந்த பிசினஸ் கண்டினியூ பண்ணிட்டு அதையும் பார்த்துட்டு பிசினஸையும் பார்த்துட்டு தான் இவர் எக்ஸாமுக்கு படிச்சார். See, we all want கரக்குள்ள போய் ரூமை லாக் பண்ணிட்டு டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ் இருக்கக்கூடாது, நான் 10 மணி நேரம் உட்காந்து நான் படிக்கிறேங்கிற டைம்ல அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஜெனரேஷன்ல he looked after his house, he supported his mother, he ran that business successfully, and he did BE, ME and MA political science. This is the most inspiring story. Like today's youngsters, we all get car before we even joined into a college. But this man did a successful business and still cleared 502 is his rank in 16 lakh people and is coming as an IPS officer. He's a real stylish superstar. Mr. Mugilan, All India rank 404, IAS cadre. He is BE automobile engineer. And the other thing is, he said, I kept on studying. They said there is no portions for this, so I kept on studying. Whatever, and I call it newspaper, padipar. Cinema post, road, padipar. Yede eduthalum na padipanga. Ivladhaan his preparation mantra. I kept on reading. Whatever crosses my eye, it will stay in my mind. That's what he said. Thedi padicharu. And second attempt, the other beauty is first graduate in the family. And the other thing, his full support is family. ஒரே ஒண்ணுதான், நாங்கெல்லாம் படிக்கல ராஜா, நீ படி. நாங்கெல்லாம் படிக்கல, நீ படி. இது ஒண்ணுதான் அவருக்கு வந்து காதுல விழுந்துகிட்டே இருந்தது. அதனால நான் எல்லாத்தையுமே படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன் சார், எக்ஸாம் போன பாஸ் ஆயிட்டேன். That's how he said, home preparation. கோச்சிங் கிளாஸ் போல, கிராமத்தில் இருந்தாரு, அங்கேயே உட்காந்து படிச்சாரு. நகரத்துக்கு போய் பெருசா எதுவும் அச்சீவ் பண்ணோன்னு நான் மெட்ராஸுக்கு போறேன்னு மூட்டை தூக்கி போல, இருக்கிற இடத்துல படிச்சாருங்க. ப்ளீஸ் கம் சார். தேங்க்யூ. Thank you. Our next topper is Satyanandini Madam, All India rank 513, IFS Foreign Service. Again, we all know who's our role model in foreign service. She had the same role model, and she wanted to, be somebody like him. And she studied BA Economics. நம்ம கோயம்புத்தூர் PSG கிருஷ்ணமார் கல்லூரியில தான் படிச்சாங்க. அம்மா வந்து இந்த ஹவுஸ் அண்ட் டேட் வந்து மில் ஒர்க்கர். அதான் சொன்னாங்க, எங்கள் அப்பா வந்து மில்லில் ஒரு தடவையும் வேலை பண்ணிட்டு வரப்போ என்னை வந்து படிக்கணும் இதுதான் சொல்லுவார். குரூப் 1 எக்ஸாம் சர்வீஸ் பாஸ் பண்ணி ஷி இஸ் கரண்ட்லி டெப்டி கலெக்டர். பட் ஷி டிட்ன்ட் வாண்ட் டு ஸ்டார்ட் தட். டெப்டி கலெக்டர் ஆனதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம எல்லாம் வில் செட்டில். பட் ஷி டிட்ன்ட் வாண்ட் டு டூ. ஷி வாண்ட் டு கோ ஒன் ஸ்டெப் ஹையர் டு மேக் ஷுர் த டேட்ஸ் ட்ரீம் இஸ் ஃபுல்ஃபில். 4 attempts she took. நமக்கெல்லாம் தெரியும் கலெக்டர் வேலை எவ்வளோ கஷ்டம்னு. தே ஆர் ஆல் த டைம் சம்வேர் ஃப்ளட்ஸ், சம்வேர் ப்ராப்ளம். தே வில் ஆல்வேஸ் பி மேனேஜிங் திங்ஸ் லைக் தட். இன் ஸ்பைட் ஆஃப் தட் ஷி ஸ்டடிட். அண்ட் ஷி செட், ஐ ஆஸ்க்ட் ஹர், வேர் டிட் யூ கெட் திஸ் டைம்? ஷி செட், prioritize sir. Prioritize what you want to do. And she got it. See, these are all success stories. This is the one which the reason I say they are the role models is today our children, our college students, they need to look at these people with their amazing success stories, and this is what should inspire them. And everyone, please come on. So that is the mantra. The success story is you don't have to get energy or inspiration anywhere. The inspiration is here. The strength is in our heart. We only need the mind to work. If we get that, put the heart in front of the heart, we will achieve it. And I am really grateful, and one of the persons I admire for his courage, integrity, honesty is our Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu. And thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure. And my guru is Santosh Taneja ji, and every time I see him I get a little bit of extra energy. And I want to introduce another person, Anush Madam, Vaishnavi Madam, who is the one who actually came on the day of starting this. And from the day on, she said we need more officers from our center, and she is the one who is standing behind him. So thank you, madam. Thanks for all your inspiration. Thank you, sir. Okay. Sorry, one of the persons who's Shiva Shakti Well, rank 349. I invite him with his parents. He is a doctor who did MBBS from Madras Medical College, cleared UPSC in 2021, and he is an IAS now. Please come up, sir, with your parents. The other inspiring stories, when I spoke to him, he said, you are from MMC, sir. You are from MMC, sir? MMC. When I spoke to him, he said he is from MMC, and that is the college which any doctor in Tamil Nadu would like to go there. It's such a prestigious college, and a great doctor is now missing from our community, but I'm happy he's going to help the larger good in this place. Please thank you. Now I invite a few students who wants to give you 2 minutes about their experience and journey in preparing for UPSC, and along that line I would like to invite Ms. Priyadarshini. See, everybody has their own story and own style of preparing. So here is Priyadarshini for you.
Thank you for the people in the dais and all the audience who are hearing for the story. My preparation